Well, well, well. This is just for me to keep track. Today is July 12th. I should have been through surgery by now, but now it's the road to surgery. I'm keeping track because I can barely keep the dates of the last three or four surgeries I've had. It also says horror because I want to keep track of some ideas me and some of the other people from the channel have had. Now, I've hijacked the channel. Here we go. If anybody has seen Halloween Ends, it's divisive. A lot of people didn't like it, but a lot of people did say if it was a standalone movie, it would have been great. And I said from the beginning, the next movie will be The Return of Corey. Then me and somebody else, Draven's here. Look at that, dude. Some of the best people in the world are on here. Now, if you've seen Friday the 13th, the final chapter, the fourth movie, they put Jason in where they put the corpses, then the door opens and he gets out. Me and Dee from the channel came up with this. They put the mask, because Laurie kept the mask, onto the body of Corey, and it brings him back to life. Because if you didn't know this, and David Gordon Green, I know you're not listening, but if you ever hear this, you were going to put the Silver Shamrock Company factory into the end of the movie. You would have saved everything with that, my man. Because can you imagine if Silver Shamrock, because Halloween 3, I love it, it just needs to be remade, and I could remake it. I will direct it right now. Imagine technology, satellites, using the code. Imagine if you could. Oh, anyway. By the way, there's a fantastic fan film, and I tried to find it to look up the name, where they show the Silver Shamrock emblem engraved into the Michael Myers mask. Anyway, so when Laurie is talking to Corey, she says, you know, some people have evil inside them, and it could disrupt the tribe, if you will. Well, I read the first novel from Halloween, the first novel. And in the beginning, it talks about basically what Halloween 3 is about and what the Thorn trilogy was going about, where Michael heard voices and he just, he had to kill. Well, they say about the boy Jeremy that Corey kills in Ends that he heard voices. So what's leading up to that? In the novel for the Halloween Ends, it is stated that when Michael grabs Corey, he gives him some of his evil. Then he takes it back when he kills him at the end. So anyway, they put the mask back on Corey, and because look, Halloween Ends, Michael Myers is shredded. Spoiler alert. They put him in a tripper shredder for metal, but they don't kill Corey that way. We don't see what happens to Corey's body. He's moved on. So our theory is that the Thorn cult puts the mask back on him, and he becomes the next Michael Myers. Now, going along with this, we realize that Halloween 3 is never going to be given to us. But if it was, here's the big one here. Michael Myers, pretend Ends doesn't happen. Michael Myers attacks somebody, but Like at the end of Kills, he starts to get beaten by the crowd. Somebody runs up and puts an emblem on the mask, then takes a phone and presses a button, and the jingle from Halloween 3 plays. Then, bugs and snakes, if you will, I thought just maybe a strobe light, and then he is dead. And that person says, I'm Billy Train, the brother of Ben Train. Now, he's dead in one universe, not dead in another universe. Doesn't matter. We can play with whatever we want here. So, there's the horror part. Now, as I said, today is the 12th. I was given between this Monday and within 6 weeks of going back into surgery. I should have had it already. Some mishaps, some were my fault, some weren't my fault. Doesn't matter. But if we're going back, I need to keep track of what's going on. Now, I'm going to do it on here. I'm hijacking the channel. So every day or two, I'm going to come on here. I might be walking around because I find that that's the only way to not deal with the pain as much. If anybody doesn't know, I had fusion surgery and I have a loose screw in my back and it's aggravating a nerve, and that's the word. It's aggravating. But I haven't let it stop me. I still pick up my kids from school and work, whatever the case may be. Now, if you're watching this now or later, anybody has any questions, I'll answer those questions. For anybody that's subbed to us, I'm sorry we haven't been around for a while, but one, the medical stuff has really knocked me out, and I've been out of commission for a while in certain ways. Other people have gotten like more serious jobs that take up more of their time. Some are in school, some are at full-time jobs other than that, but it doesn't matter. One thing I want to do is keep track. Like I said, today's the 12th, because probably by the 14th, I'll forget that I made this, and I'm putting it on here on purpose. Now, I'm going to try something here. Hey, I'm still a dude brother. I'm still Colonel Chubbs of the Dude Brothers. And Garden of Fear has helped us out. You know, it wasn't, but oh wow. Like I said, I'm bad with numbers now. I'm looking at the calendar just in case y'all see me looking to the side. And I'll show you. Said calendar. Look at that, huh? I think that's Italy. I don't know. It's not about geographics here. I'm also going to bring to the table some what do you call it? Some comic books, because that's what we do. Max has one of the most extensive collections I've ever seen, and just in case any questions about it, he is a Punisher fan. Oh, thank you, Mrs. M. See, somebody else from the channel has shown up. She must have saw I was doing this, and she knows that I'm documenting this because I'll forget. I forget dates. I forget times. It doesn't matter. But I'm also, like I did earlier, I'm documenting the horror ideas we have. I've watched Halloween Ends about, 14 times, trying to get some more in there because, it's rough. But, and that doesn't look like Italy, by the way. Looks like Crete. I don't know. Apothecarius, is that the name of the movie where the guy eats the baby? Doesn't matter, but that's what it looks like. Horror movies, right? So, and if you hear yelling, There's somebody playing VR next to me who's very loud, but doesn't matter. I had to get this on here so I didn't forget. Let's see. We did the Corey thing, Halloween 3. You know, David Gordon Green did great with two of those movies. And he said he wanted to write Halloween Ends as a love story. He knew from the beginning that he wanted, you know, the setup, the action, and the love. And most people, like myself, have said, yes, he is having fun. Too bad we got to drive in the rain soon, but that's okay. Got to pick up another member of the crew. But see, now, doesn't matter. Uh, let's see. Today's the 12th. What? Yeah. We'll be deep into August, maybe when I get this going. Uh, I gotta stop smoking. That's rough. That's a rough one. That's a rough one, but I've done it before. I can do it. Now I hear cats. We're attacked by cats over here. And for anybody on my team, there was a dead snake outside that somebody rolled over with their car. Wasn't me. I wish it was me, but it wasn't me. But it was a big one. I don't know where it came from. Never seen that one before. And I kind of control the area with, you know, if you don't have legs, you don't live. So yes, 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 yes. Uh, as a hardcore Danielle Harris fan, I happen to just adore the Thorn trilogy for what it was and what it was supposed to be. You know, the fact that Danielle Harris and I was going to say Sam Loomis, listen to me, Donald Pleasance both wanted the Jamie evil story, but those people didn't want to write it. So we got Tina, which I don't mind Tina. Tina's, you know, she was written that way. They did a good job. And what is it? Tammy Glenn, I think is the name of the other girl. And Ellie Cordell, they killed Rachel off too quick, and it made no sense. And both both Danielle Harris and Donald Pleasance were unhappy with what they were doing. But you're not going to not do the movie. And then, of course, we got part 6, the Paul Rudd version, which tried to cement the Thorn part of it, and they went, oh no. And then there's the producer's cut and the theatrical cut. I don't know what they call them, but I happened to be in the theater when it came out, and I didn't like. Even to this day, I haven't seen the Terminator 2 cut that has extra stuff in it, the Aliens cut that has extra stuff in it. But yeah, by the way, you mentioned a dog. They happen to kill Max in Halloween 5. You don't kill the dogs. You just don't kill the dog. But well, I'm going to close this one out for today. But I'll be back in a day or two as I keep documenting the road to surgery and horror and comic books, you name it. And if you happen to see this, write in the comments. You ask for it. But for the Dude Brothers, the Garden of Fear, I'm Colonel Chug.